scroll a little bit too on that map.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Good evening.
Welcome to the replay. And we have a full house tonight.
Finally, yay!
So, how's everyone doing this week?
Good.
Great.
I think I finally caught.
Someone's waving popcorn in our faces that's like teasing us. Oh!
Oreo cookie. So yeah, it's snack time tonight.
I think you're on.
Hoy ahoy!
It's the best I got.
I got some over there.
Shrimp flakes are food.
Yeah.
Click here. You're on mute.
There we go. That better?
So cool. We got a full panel tonight. Lady R, how are you doing?
Yes, can hear you really well.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Just for everyone's benefit, so next week I won't be streaming the game, but I might be streaming something else. So I'll set that up sometime either later tonight or tomorrow. But 4th of July is 1 week away, so that's why we're not streaming. And then I won't be streaming the week after that for my travel, so I'm going to be out. Actually, let me do this because I have not started the map yet. Let me get the map going. And so what happened last week? Last week, we went to the Mist Shore. And you encountered, what was her name, Grinda?
Grinda
Garloth.
Yep.
So you defended her against those thugs who were looking for the stone as well as you. Everyone is looking for the Stone of Galor, and it supposedly knows the location of a large cache of gold. So one thing that Grinda had told you is that she had hidden that stone in her family's mausoleum over in the City of the Dead. You've actually been there before. The City of the Dead is more like a park with the mausoleum set up so that people are hanging around with their ancestors and, kind of celebrating life rather than, hiding from it. But something as you leave, Grinda says, yeah, I sent my rat familiar to bring the stone there, but he hasn't come back. But I did send it, and I do know that he's placed it there. And so for those of you who are new, familiar is like a magical creature that you can actually sense what they're doing, see what they're doing, and control them. And we also have Sparrow has a companion, which is a little different. And she has a flying snake. So it's been an interesting adventure with symbol of
very nice
as a pet.
And she has a couple more.
Very
now,
cool.
Yeah, I got 4 total now.
A whole army of those devil creatures.
Nice.
No, not devil creatures.
Yeah, Sparrow rescued 3 from a house you raided.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Glad to know we can do that. I'm going to have to partake in something like that myself.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, also right before you left, you found a little follower, one of those little gazer balls.
Right.
So Xanathar had been following you, and you shot that gazer down. So at this point, you believe you're not being followed.
Oh, okay.
And what I'll do now, are there any questions before we continue?
I think I'm good.
One of the things that I thought about kind of in between after that last session that we had because of the scrying, I wonder if there's any kind of precautions we need to take on our apartment in terms of like magical wards or anti-spying things or any other. I mean, I don't have any of those skills. I don't know much about them, but Bert, I don't know if you do. And maybe it's not critical yet at this point, but if they're, if we're being watched and followed, everybody's looking for the stone. We're looking for the stone. There just any precautions that we should be considering.
Right. No, I agree with you 100% on that. In fact, let me double check. I thought I might have added something where we might be able to use that.
So I think everyone went to level 4. I think you do have something.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look at the moment.
Yeah. So what I did is I moved you all back to your abode. So you're now in the Troll Skull Manor. Whether you're in the top room hanging out or in the common room. So this is where you are right now.
And so did we get a long rest? Because I took some damage last time. I'm still down some hit points.
Yeah, so if you want to continue the very next day, you can. And take a long rest here in the manor where you don't have to set a watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Agreed.
Where am I? I'm lost.
Oh, I didn't put Vert's in here, but I don't think we. Yeah. We'll just do theater of the mind. We'll discuss where we are. And there actually will be sections of this where we may do theater of the mind for part of the campaign as written. Something I thought was interesting, and I didn't realize it. So this is a bit of trivia. If you anyone is a fan of Critical Role, so there are a bunch of voice actors and actors who played Dungeons and Dragons and became really famous. I think they were making. I mean, it's a business now. It's
very cool.
One of them was had a bit part. Actually, she was the voice of the main character in the Last of Us video game. One of them is the most famous dungeon master around right now. His name is Matthew Mercer. And what happened is, I think maybe it was before they got really famous, just as they did. Matt Mercer was a consultant for this game that we're playing right now.
So, really?
Oh, nice. Yeah, Matt Mercer is super talented.
Yeah. So there are things I've recognized about the characters that are really interesting. They're more well-rounded. You'll get to some of those a little later. I kind of glossed over a few of those probably in the first couple sessions. But what I thought was interesting is in the book, there's a big picture in the campaign of the yawning portal, which is where it is. And somewhere in the bar, one of the patrons is actually Matt Mercer. So he is in the yawning portal as Matt Mercer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'll see if I can find that and bring it up at some point on screen. But I thought that was pretty cool. And he didn't know it. His girlfriend at the time, now wife, found out about it and said, "Hey, look at this picture here. Does this look interesting or what?" And he's like, "Wait a minute, what's this?"
Yeah, I'm taking a look at this cast quickly, and I'm recognizing Troy Baker definitely as a voice actor that I've listened to on many a time, and Laura Bailey as well. She's super, super talented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all are, really.
Yeah.
It's a fun show to watch, Critical Role. Like, just watching them play. It's so funny.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because Laura Bailey's in that, plus The Last of Us as a bit part in the first one. And I think she had the same part in the TV series.
Good to see Steve Bloom doing additional voices, too.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Love Laura Bailey.
So let's see. What else can we do? And what I can do, since we're here, let me bring up the map just for those who haven't caught up to where we are. Maybe people are joining um, for the first time or haven't seen the map. I'm going to bring up a map of the city. So this will take a little while to load.
The big city.
So this is the city of Waterdeep where this adventure takes place. It's a port, so there's a deep harbor. At one point, you did visit a bronze dragon that had made residence here, and was able to convince him to not scare everyone and actually help people along the way. You are currently here in the North Ward. You have an old bar called Trollskull Manor. The city is broken into wards, so that you're in the North Ward. The area you're going to next is called the City of the Dead, which is down here. And then there are other wards around the city as well. I think the first night when you went to go rescue those two people, that was down here in the Dock Ward. So this is the city of Waterdeep. And this time of year, so it's springtime, just for some flavor as well, and it'll actually play a part at different times during the campaign more than likely. In the morning, it tends to be a heavy fog until sometime before noon. In the evening, you sometimes have heavy rain, but it tends to be more overcast and rainy. So a little like a city some of us know very well.
Yeah.
But okay. So what other plans do you want to make before turning in or before you leave in the morning?
I don't think there's really anything that I need to do other than just, have a good night's rest. And then I think in the morning, we probably head out for the mausoleum.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I do need a rest. I got beat up last night.
Yeah. And for those of you who are new, basically you have something called a long rest. You heal all of your hit points back and gain about half of your what are called hit dice, which you can use on short rest to do some short-term healing, like bandaging yourself, mending, stitching wounds, things like that.
So I have 41 out of 41.
At this time, Xanadu, I was just about to say, do you want me to use Cure Wounds on you to help speed the process up, or do you think you're okay with just taking a rest?
No, if we rest, it'll be fine.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So
Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem.
And the other thing, so Lady R, Shannara is a cleric, so if I remember right, you can actually change out any spells that you want to prepare, I believe. Isn't that right, Alex?
Right.
Yeah, you can change your prepared spells, not your known spells. They'll stay, and you add to those.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I did modify them earlier, so I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I know I added a couple more on there, so let's see.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Yeah, okay. I've got multiples here. It should be fine.
Sweet. Yeah, save them for later.
Yes, I will. No, don't worry. I'm not going to use them right now.
Okay. So if you wake up in the morning, if you're still making plans to open the bar at some point, you'll see things have gotten a little tidier down in the tap room area. Although I think Bert has been cleaning up very steadily, and it's probably just about there.
Hmm? Thanks, Bert.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, I can move you to the mausoleum area if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So one of the things about the mausoleum area, so you're going in morning. I'll say that it's early enough that the crowds haven't shown up yet, since it is more like a park. I'm going to move you over. So when you got to the mausoleum, and I actually placed you inside the mausoleum. If you want to remain out, I can move you back out. But the doors are wide open. Usually they're locked shut. There's a person you know about, or someone will be patrolling around the area, making sure that grave robbers don't rob the mausoleums. But this one's definitely been broken into. And of the crypt in the crypt area on this floor, these have definitely been recently opened. You can tell that this is fairly new handiwork.
Hey, Chris, in our views, we can't see anything. Everything's dark.
Oh.
Good. Just me.
I see it on my end.
I think it's just I need to update your character sheet. Let me do that real quick. So Roll20 has a feature where we can set all your settings. Oh, that's why.
I see the mausoleum map for what it's worth.
Me too.
Good now.
So do you see it now? Or is it still bad?
Yep,
Yes,
good
I
now.
see it as well.
I do not.
Right. Figures.
There we go.
Yep, cool. So there's a little option here for me to save all the settings to your default token, and then sometimes it just doesn't do it. But
Okay.
so if you whenever you can do whatever you want on this floor, there's nothing here that you can see casually, so you don't see anything clearly visible. And then there are stairs going down to another level of the mausoleum. And when you're ready, I can move you over.
Are the lids off of these?
Yes, it's recently been broken into, and usually grave robbers will take possessions like any jewelry or any fancy clothing that might be on those on the bodies when they were buried or put in the tomb. But in this case, they are empty.
Mm.
The skeletons are gone as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
I suggest
Then I suppose if we
That-
don't have anything, then I guess we would go forward.
Yeah, I think so.
why don't we
It definitely
shut
makes
the
you wonder
door?
why they would take the skeletons too.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to suggest that we shut the door and kind of barricade it a little, or make sure that it's just not easily opened again. That
Okay.
way, just in case they're still in the tomb, they can't get out quick and
Okay.
sneak by,
It's a good idea.
or to prevent
great
anybody
idea.
else from coming in.
Okay. So you can pull them shut. There are handles if you want to somehow secure them or do something else.
Mm,
Do you want to tie it closed or?
My shackles and tie it down with my shackles.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Smart.
Okay.
They won't
So
get
they're
through
now
that.
closed and shackled.
Oh boy, we just locked ourselves into a tomb.
And now Nico turns around and says, "Gotcha." So okay. Anything else on this floor that you want to do?
I'm good.
Are all four of those sarcophagi empty?
If you want to make an investigation check, you can.
Yeah, I'll help with that as I start cleaning them up.
It's very dusty, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not super good at investigation, so I got an 8.
Okay.
Are we all doing investigation?
Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
Wow.
So, anyone else, or you want to go down below? I can bring you down below anytime.
Is it investigation?
Yeah, an investigation.
Well, I might as well just see if there's anything that, nobody would miss if it was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fighter's looking around, but Nico, being the rogue that he is,
Good grief.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm always, the rogues are always looking for things, right? There is, on one side of one of the crypts, you find this small metal key, and it looks like it has some kind of symbol on it, like somebody's crest, maybe, but it's a little symbol on the key. So yeah, instead of like a number, like it's the old style key, the big ones, but instead of like a number like you would see on like like a lock, what do you call those things? Post office box or something like that. It's just a symbol, kind of annoying.
Didn't we get a map or something last week? A piece of paper?
I think that was the map to get to Grinda's house. And then Grinda, this is her family mausoleum, and she told us that this is where to go. No, because she hid the stone here. Did she tell us where she hid it in here?
No, just that she sent her familiar.
Okay.
But while you're looking, you do find a very small, fresh blood stain, Nico.
Oh no.
And as you're looking around, you can tell people have walked all through this recently, because you can see where the dust that usually collects, where no one has been in here for years or decades. You can see where the dust has been disturbed in places by moving feet and things being dragged. But the bloody area is kind of real, somewhat fresh in the last few days, if not the last day.
I'll mention that to the crew and say that exactly what you said. And then, can I tell? Do the footsteps go down the stairs?
Yes, it goes down.
Oh, here, let me take care of that. And I start prestidigitationing and cleaning up the footsteps.
Hey, Bert, do you notice anything unusual with any of the shoe prints?
What shoe prints?
The ones that were clean or were there.
There was dust.
Oh, I think we lost someone. Hold on a sec. Hi, Lady R. I think you might have missed something.
Come on.
You're back on the stream, Lady R. Okay, so yeah. So she may have stepped away.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Like I said, I think my internet's just acting up. It just totally shut off everything.
Yeah, it happens every stream or two to somebody.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
okay, well, if we've checked out this
I'm
room,
going to save that key.
Yeah, save the key and let's move down the stairs.
And just for reference, you do see.
Yeah, and on my end, it's like you guys are kind of buffering a little bit too.
Yeah, you were buffering too, or kind of robot talk for a while, but now it sounded normal. Hopefully that's working for you now.
All right. Once he says, let's go down the steps, I start heading down and cleaning up as I go.
Okay. And so I'll move you to another map, or another part of the map in a few minutes. But so one of the things that you notice on the ground in the middle is the family. Is like a family crest of some sort, and it's not the same symbol as on the key. It's a different one.
Ah, that's interesting.
Might be a caretaker down here, or they killed the caretaker to take the key. from him.
Mm.
So who's going down the stairs?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow after him and just kind of keep an eye on the steps or the footprints before
I mean,
he
you
cleans
can-
them up.
You can pass me up really easy. I'm cleaning every step before I go down to
Okay,
it.
yeah, so yeah, I'll go in front of him.
Nope. Hold on. I was moving you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So you probably need to move a little bit to the right-hand side of the screen, and you'll see yourselves in your map.
Okay.
I'll wait till other people come down, but basically, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Just kind of more than the what's moving there, and I can move everyone else down right now. Let me do that. So nobody else move unless you're downstairs.
Yeah, I'm probably. Whoa, where'd I go?
Oh no! But
Somebody
there's
fall
nothing-
down the stairs?
No, somebody moved
through the
another
wall.
part. I'll move the camera. But there's a there we go. So kind of a big map. So you can explore as you want. Try not to burst through walls because you might wind up somewhere you don't belong.
Do these coffins look like they've been tampered with?
They have all been tampered with, same as the ones above.
Can we investigate also around them to see if there's any hidden spots along the walls or cracks or anything?
Yes, you can make an investigation check.
And are there any markings on the floor?
Just the moved dust. You might see the occasional family crest of the Garloth family. That's Grinda's family crest. Maybe, on the ground in front of one of the tombs, or on the side of a tomb, or on a wall somewhere. But they're kind of placed in different places. It is dark down here, but I think everyone has night vision, so you can see. If anyone wants to light something, they can, like, cast a light spell or light a torch. But you don't see anything out of the ordinary right now.
Do we
We
still
might be
see
better off
footprints in the dust?
Yeah, it's been disturbed as if someone's been, ransacking the place, basically,
Hmm.
after years of dust is collected.
I got a 19.
Well, I'm thinking if all these have been searched, then we're probably going to keep going till we find some that haven't. Or, if we find some that haven't, maybe they've already discovered what they needed. If that made sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But you said there's no markings on the floor like the other room.
So the marking you saw in the center of the floor, you might see it in different places. It's just their family crest, but you don't see anything. I'm kind of moving the camera around so the other viewers can see. But basically, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, there appear to be some empty spots where, someone could put a new tomb. If, for example, Grinda were to pass, she would have a place here in the family mausoleum as well. So there's still room for more of the family members to be interred. And then, over here in the corner, it looks like, there's an area where if they need to, they can extend further underground and extend the crypt area.
Can I investigate to see if this is a door?
Sure. Investigation check.
Okay. I can't tell if it's a door or not.
Yeah.
Scotty might have found something.
Hey guys, check this out.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Am I going too far?
Let me move. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, don't go through the walls. Sometimes you might find something like on another part of the map.
If you do, you have to say, "Oh yeah," like
And
the Kool-Aid Man.
Actually, I was just kidding. There is a door. You can't roll that low that you can't see this door. Let me you gonna open it?
Does it open?
Yeah, let me try to move it.
So weird.
Sorry, everyone. For some reason, Roll20 is acting up and not letting me do what I need to do.
So, Lady, our StreamYard just crashed. She's wanting to know if she can type in
Oh, sure.
a YouTube chat, and then I can watch for that if you want me to.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay.
You do see this one's a little different. It just looks like it's spare. Just in here. It probably didn't have anything in it. So maybe I was doing that.
Well, can we investigate it?
Sure.
Yeah, it feels like there's got to be.
Yeah, you are confident that somebody kind of came in the door and slammed it on the way out, because there was nothing here. There was never anything inside the tomb, the coffin here, because it's just kind of like in storage in case it's needed, rather than have, and these aren't ornate. This is a wealthy family. They've got their own mausoleum, so they've probably invested in case it's needed at some point.
So which way
Is the casket? Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Skit.
So if that room is untouched and there's nothing in there of pertinent, which way can we go?
You can see that these little alcoves here, where are they? Like here,
Okay.
down here. These look like they're just prepared for, another coffin of some sort when the next person gets interred. So,
Do we see any other doors anywhere?
well, this is very much an empty place from what you can tell.
So I was cleaning these alcoves. Did I stumble across anything while I was cleaning them?
No, you don't see anything. There's nothing clearly visible anywhere.
Was this casket ever moved or opened? Because I would like to look in it or under it if possible.
Oh, the one in storage? Oh, it's open. It's somebody opened it, probably left it open, and then slammed the door on their way out, disgruntled. I don't have anything to pull out of it. But
Gotcha.
it is very odd that the skeletons are gone from the crypt that, or the coffins that have been had people interred in the mausoleum.
I think if there's nothing in this area, we should go to another area. And there's got to be something going on somewhere that they were just here and everything's a mess. But where the heck is everything?
Yeah, the only thing is, did somebody beat us? Well, obviously somebody beat us to the tomb, but did somebody actually accomplish finding the stone, or do we need to just keep searching?
Well, we have a key to potentially another mausoleum for another family.
Yeah, did we recognize the crest on that other key?
Anybody who wants to can make a history check.
I got a 14.
Is it all right if I investigate this corner that I'm in, this wall?
Sure.
I'm like in a little dugout, but the wall looks funny here. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's got to be a secret door or something. Hopefully.
15.
And you don't sense anything, Nico, there. And the key is new. The key wasn't sitting here and forgotten. It looks like it was accidentally dropped.
Right.
And so, Nico, it may look familiar. Let me double check your character sheets. But I would say that Melis, it's definitely a dwarvish symbol,
Ah,
but not something familiar to you. Let me see if Nico can sense me. And even though Nico got a higher one, Nico's not a dwarf, so he would probably not recognize it. But not really. But Nico's, you've got this nagging feeling you've seen it somewhere. Somewhere around the city, you just can't quite place it.
Yep.
But I think you kind of have this little kind of spark of, somebody had to make the key, right? You could probably ask a locksmith if they recognize it.
What about the person that you got the shackles from?
Like, ask the elementals if they know it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Over there,
Good place to start.
Say it again.
Can you send your bird over there to your pet bird on your shoulder? Don't you have a?
Yeah, he has a
I
crow.
can, but it has to communicate with them how to, why it's bringing them this thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't like speak, I can't like talk through its mouth.
Gotcha.
So, are you done? Are you done with the downstairs, or anyone going back up, or do you still want to keep searching?
Yeah, it's cleaned up down here. I'm good to go.
Can I ask a question? I have a class feature that is favored enemy, and I've selected undead.
Okay.
And it says I have advantage on survival checks to track your favorite enemy. Is that something I can check and see if I might think these skeletons have been raised?
If you want to make a survival check, I can let you know if you sense anything there.
Okay. Survival.
I have been destroying the evidence.
That's true.
But even with that and not having to do anything else, it's like you can tell that these are not the steps that a skeleton would have made. These are
Okay.
boot prints and other types of footwear, but and things being dragged, but nothing that would have been skeletal or undead that you would have known, because you would have known from your ability to track undead.
That makes me feel better. I'm good.
Okay. So anyone else want to move up to the first floor? Everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're not finding anything down here, then yeah.
Okay, let me grab everybody. I'll see if I can do it once.
I guess I'll take my shackles off and put them back on my belt.
Okay.
Once you do that, Bert walks outside. He's done cleaning. This place is good to go.
Well, you are shackled in here.
Oh, I took them off
Okay, hold on a second.
and put them on my belt.
Changes. So Vert's going to move out?
Yep.
Yeah, I think Melis will as well. And we Melis is going to do a walk around the outside of the mausoleum looking for Is there anything out of place there? Is there another like hidden door into this place or something?
Well, before you can do anything else, you see
Oh God!
a bunch of Durgar.
A bunch of what?
They're called Durgar. So they are dwarves, but they are like Nico. They have the grayish, dark gray skin from living in the underworld.
Oh.
And they speak a language called Undercommon rather than Common most of the time. But the team had encountered some of these in the tunnels, in one of the lairs. So if anyone wants that's inside, I'll pull you all out if you want.
Oh, I just followed him. I didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, if you can see your way out, come on out when you're ready.
I'm watching on both screens, so
Okay.
I saw them on the other screen.
And I do know that there is something wrong with the lighting. Let me make a quick change.
Does anyone know if these speak dwarf?
I
They
spy Durgard.
They would. And, yeah, I see Lady R had gotten dropped again, but she's chatting. So
Yeah,
those guys over there.
yeah, let me just change the lighting to. Well, if you look on your screen, for some reason there's an edge to the visibility. There's actually 4 of them, not 2 of them.
Okay.
I've never met a Durgard worth his weight in salt.
Let me turn on the turn order, and we can all start doing initiative. So, Lady R, if you're listening, you have to select your token before you click the initiative button, which is on your character sheet. And if you need help, let me know, and I can do that for you.
So she's saying she would like to use detect evil and good to maybe form an alliance with the Durgar.
Just some for warning before casting. It's not. You're going to know Durgar are just naturally evil, but it's not going to give you any advantage.
Yeah, the 2 standard dwarfs in the party are going to have a probably pretty immediate negative reaction to these guys.
Yeah.
I think.
Me too. As a drow.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you're in that other game, right?
I'll be back in a second, guys.
Okay. So let's see. Is everyone internal? Let me double check. Durgar.
Can you select your token, Lady R? I don't think she's moved down with us yet, is she?
Okay. I'll move her.
Okay.
Are you able to move your character there? I'm going to put you more to the back instead of the front. A sec. Maybe just coming out. It says you've got control. And so if you can see what I see right here, so this is the camera, Lady R. When I select it, I'll see this. So you have to do that before you click the initiative on your character sheet. And if you're in D&D Beyond and not playing on Chrome, then for your Roll20, then it's not going to show up. You'd have to use the character sheet in Roll20 to roll the initiative.
To Lady R, click on the gear in the top right of Roll20. go to audio and video and change the avatar size option under video display so that you can see behind all the character pictures.
Oh yeah, I mean, here. I do video displays, and I change this to names only. If I change it to large, they're all big. And you can do small, and then I just do the names only. So this
Yeah,
is
that
in
helps
here.
out a lot.
Audio video is the next selection. Video display, and then names only. Let's see. And then this is at the Alexander Great Fisherman's. This is where you're going to click on your character sheet if you're in Roll20. It says initiative. And if you want, I can click it for you if you want. Okay, I think you were selecting it. So like when I click camera and the little 3 circles come up, that's when I know it's selected. Oh, no worries. Let me do this. I'm going to bring up. Oh, so let me bring up. I'm going to bring up. It's Alexander, and so it's this area here. If you're on Roll20, you click on the actual. I'm going to click it right now because the character sheet's not open, but there it is. It showed up anyway. So this, if I had the token selected for Alexander the Great Fisherman, and I click that button, then it will roll and it'll actually show up here in the turn order. And then when you highlight, you can see the boxes. Or when you hover, you can see which character it is on the screen as well.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, this is it on this one. I think your character sheet on Roll20 is up to date as well. Oh, cool. Saw that. Let's see, did it bring it up? It may have had an issue, but I can just add you manually. Let me do it this way. Check, I do this DM. Keep forgetting I've got two keyboards. All right, so you're on the turn order now. Let me change it. So there we go. So these guys don't look very friendly. That's for sure. One of them. Gotta get to my screen. Any windows? Okay. He is going to throw a javelin at Scotty, the one in the middle.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, you make a really good target for him.
Just because we can see eye to eye.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I rolled it multiple times, not knowing what I'm doing, but the first one he rolled was a 20 to hit. So do you have your shield up, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, so is your AC 20 or is it higher? It's probably...
That's under inventory?
It would be near the top of the sheet. There's probably something that looks like a shield. Oh, actually, I can see on your token.
Armor.
Yep,
Yeah, he's got
20. So it hits for 8 points of damage.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then...
Do I got to manually do that, or does it do it automatically?
You would have to manually do it. And so one thing you can do, if you open it and you see the little bubble says your HP is 30, select it. Actually, how would I do this? Let me see. So for example, if I show you on the camera, see the camera character here?
Uh-huh.
I select the bubble, and I'll click a -8 for how many hit points, and when I hit enter, it'll automatically subtract 8 from the 30, and it gives me 22 after I hit enter. Or you can just select it and change it to 22 directly, but I can also I didn't mean that, I meant, actually, let me just do it. So I can say, like -2.
So it's 8 points?
8 points, yeah.
I did it on D&D Beyond, so I'm at 33.
Okay. I'll change the token. So what I'm doing is I'm tracking it on these little bubbles that are on top. You can see your own, and then I can see them too. So when I see someone's getting low, then I can say, okay, you're getting dangerously close. But that was the Durgar, his turn, and now it's Vert's turn.
All right, I'm gonna trudge forward my full entire 20 feet, kind of go to the other side of this guy, and it's gonna look at the one for a little bit further on. Cast Shield of Faith on myself first, and then I will firebolt the only one I can see to the right, because I still can't see past that line. But yeah, the one over to the right on the side of the line.
Okay.
Which is a 21 to hit.
I think that hits. Let me double check.
And if it hits, that's 10 fire damage.
Yeah, that hits. They are wearing scale mail and they have shields.
All right, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Camera. Nico. So you could get advantage on this first guy.
Okay, and that's what I'll go for. We'll just
You have to be exactly opposite me to get advantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
opposite of him.
Yeah, right.
Well, I thought it was anywhere within 5 feet.
Oh, well, so you get your sneak attack because he's, yeah, but you also get advantage if you're on opposite sides of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll do that. So here comes the rapier first, and then I'll finish up with the dagger. 17.
Roll it again in case you get a crit.
Yes.
So I should roll it again?
Yeah, but we'll use the first damage.
Okay.
Unless you get a crit. Okay. So total damage is 14. And then you're doing the bonus action then? With the dagger?
Yeah, I'll use my dagger.
Okay. And that one misses?
You also have advantage on that attack, so roll it again.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you're flanking like we are, you get advantage on all your melee attacks.
I really missed that time.
And did you add the sneak attack to the 14 from the first attack?
Let's see. Oh, it was 6 plus 8.
Oh, okay, it's built in. Sorry, I missed that. Awesome.
It's doing the totals now, too, which I think is interesting. I didn't remember that before. Okay, there's another Durgar in the back. He can just make it to you. And he will attack you with a war pick. For 20. Oh, I think he hits.
I shield.
Okay. And that was his turn. Next Duragar. Move up on the other side. So I'm going to make a quick check. So you guys were here early morning, right?
Yep.
Let me roll that one more time. That was a war pick. Yeah, so it's going to miss. The javelin missed. So, Scotty, you can add the 8 points back. So I forgot. These guys are disadvantaged in sunlight.
Ah, right.
They have
No wonder
sensitive
sunglasses today.
I'll sit there.
So I click the green bubble then?
So the green bubble, and then you can do a +8, and then it'll add 8 to your HP. So they're grumpy.
But the guy who just walked up, he doesn't get disadvantage because he's not flanking me, right?
Actually, well, it cancels out, right? So advantage and disadvantage is neutral. So yeah.
Yeah, so he just gets a straight attack, which I don't think he's taken yet.
Are they standing in a koi pond?
Yeah, the second one, did I take that? Let me double check.
Nope, he hasn't attacked me yet.
Okay.
Just gave the other one disadvantage on his attack.
Right. So this is where, let me do the 2 war pick attacks. Well, that's going to miss, so let me see what he would have gotten. Well, he would have gotten a 15, and my mouse has to double click on my other box. So no, he missed. But Scotty, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up to this dude right here, and let me remember how I do this here. I go to attack, and I'm gonna use my long sword, and I think I hit this one first.
Oh, wow, that hits.
So then I gotta hit the. Then
Just
I do.
click on the longsword word on the screen in the chat, and it'll roll your damage.
Like that?
Yep. Oh, so I think it rolled. That was an attack, but we'll just take the damage side of it. So it's a 4. And he's starting to look kind of rough. And what we talked about last time, so you are a battle master. So just for background, you've got something called superiority dice. I think you've got 4 after a long rest. And if you use one, you can use one of those 3 special features you have. Maneuver.
I could do what?
You have those maneuvers.
Yeah.
And if you want to use one of those at any time after you hit, you just have to announce, okay, and then since I hit, I'm going to use this maneuver.
So that would be the 1d8 plus 3?
It would be a 1d8 additional damage, but then you have special effects as well, depending on which one you picked. If you want to run that.
Yeah, I want to do this, I think, if I did it right.
And I think if you select it on your character sheet, it'll pop up on screen. Or you can just...
I think I did it.
Oh, you were just clicking longsword attack again. Or damage, yeah. You need to click the maneuver. Unless... Which character sheet are you using? Roll20?
No, I'm on D&D Beyond.
All right, let me check that.
Wait.
Yeah, so you've got... Actually, you've got 2 of them you can use. Right, you pick 2.
I thought I saw it.
So, you got 3. You got 3. It's just further down on the list.
The grappling strike?
Okay. So for that one...
But how do I do it?
So make a strength or athletics. So here's the thing. If you do the grapple, all you're going to be doing is holding on to him, but now you got him, and what do you do on your next turn? Right? So you're not going to have... Well, anyway, you can do that if you want, or you can use one of the other ones. But what you would do is add your superiority die to your strength check if you do a grapple.
So the other one is a commander strike. You can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus. I don't want that either. So neither of them would be very effective, right? If I'm understanding them correctly.
Well, if you're right there, you also have another one called disarming, where you basically knock the weapon out of his hand if you're successful.
Oh.
And then he needs an action to pick it back up, so he's out one weapon, right?
I don't see that one, but I'll do it.
Oh, scroll all the way to the bottom. That's why you're supposed to have 3, but for some reason it's sorted it differently. It's at the bottom of your sheet.
I still don't see it. All I see is my next one is second wind.
No, you have to scroll down. There's a little scroll bar on the side, on the right.
I still don't see it.
But what this one does is when you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superior die to add it to the damage, and also you can attempt to disarm the target if it fails a strength saving throw, and the DC is 13.
Yeah, that's all. So how do I do it?
You can just announce it. Roll a d8.
I'm sorry, roll what?
1d8.
Oh, I got to type that. That's right. That's a /, right?
/R. Or actually, come here. Oh, let me show you. See the box over here?
Yes.
If you highlight that, scroll over, there's a D8. Just click that one. It's like a little eye and then down. Okay. So he gets 3 more points of damage. However, he managed to tighten his grip as you hit him, and he does not lose his weapon.
Oh,
But he does take more damage.
okay. So that would be it for my turn, I think.
Yes. So, Sparrow.
All right. I am going to move. Oh, I'm going to select my token instead of a ruler and move my 30 feet over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do poison spray.
Nice.
Well, it depends if he saves or not. So
Sounds gross.
it's a con save of 12. If you fail, then it's a 1d12.
Is that what's the range on that? Is that just a single target, or is it more than one?
Single
That's
target.
single target on that one.
These
Range
guys probably
10
have really
feet.
good constitution.
It is decent, but he failed, so he takes it.
Oh, nice.
So do I roll the 1d12 or do you?
You would roll the
Okay.
damage, yeah.
Yay.
There we go.
So that's 10 points of poison.
Nice.
And honors, do
Oh,
you also get like a dagger attack with it too, or no?
so one thing you do notice, though,
Oh.
yeah, you can. I think we've been doing that for you. Yeah, we can. We'll do that. He doesn't take all the poison damage, but he
They're
takes some.
dwarves. I didn't even think about that.
But it's not something you would have known. You don't really
No.
get familiar with their garb.
Right.
But it's like, oh, that should have done more. But he did take it. So
I'm just happy that he failed the con save.
yeah, so dwarves in general, and that misses. But dwarves in general tend to be stockier, sturdier.
Yeah.
Also, if you cast a spell, you can't also then attack with your weapon.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where it was the. I didn't know if cantrips were different than like
A
spell
couple of
slots.
subclasses give you some special abilities to let you do that, but most people can't.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that ends my turn.
Melis is up. Oh, you've already moved.
Yep, I'm moving up, and I'm gonna hit that dude right in front of me with the battle axe.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit
Nice.
for
Nice.
14 points of damage. I'm also gonna blow a spell slot and do a divine smite for an extra 2d8. If I can find them. That's right, baby. Fucking dark dwarves. Screw you guys. That's another 11 points of damage to that guy.
Hey, were you just doing that one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, because I've got a shield, so I'm one-handed.
Right.
So 25 points.
Yeah, and he's staggering, and he looks like he's ready to fall.
I would hope so.
Yeah, these guys are sturdy.
Um,
The next,
And I think that's all I've got this round.
okay. The next guy's going to come up to you and get a normal attack with his war pick. An 11 to hit. So he misses.
Yeah, that was good. Me.
Okay. And now Lady R. Okay. Move back behind.
Ribs.
She said, shall I enact spiritual weapon in the shape of a bow and arrow, followed by a sacred flame as a cantrip?
So I think you need to So one is you can move. You can do the spiritual weapon, but I think you're not going to quite make the movement. Let me see.
Come on.
You could probably make it to about here, but you don't have to move for spiritual weapon. It'll just appear where you want it to, and then it attacks like a regular weapon. And then you can only cast one spell.
I believe spiritual weapons, is that a bonus action or is that an action?
Let me double check. I thought it was.
Good question.
I thought it was an
I believe it's
action.
a bonus action. I believe it's a bonus, though.
Let me double check. I think she's got it. I don't know how to find that one.
Oh, I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I was trying to look at my cleric sheet, but I'm on my rogue.
That's good. I'm going to D&D Beyond and looking up there. So the spiritual weapon.
Bonus action.
Oh yeah, it is a bonus action. So
Nice.
Yeah, so you can still cast a cantrip afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do spiritual weapon and
we'll just do one spell per turn. But the spiritual weapon's a good one. You actually used that one last time when I was running your character. Unless you want to do the augury. I can't remember what augury does. Let me go look at that.
yeah, Lady R, you can do exactly what you intentionally or originally planned to do.
Yep, that's good. You just need to tell me, so where do you want to be? You need to be somewhere, and if you click, it'll give you a little circle, and I can move your character backwards. But this is as far as you can move right here. So anywhere between here and here, and you don't have to move to cast a spiritual weapon because it'll go anywhere within 60 feet of where you are, which is anything you can see.
You could tuck in just south of me and kind of be with the group there.
Yep. If you want to be right here, you can move there. Basically, every turn in D&D is about 6 seconds. So it's just these little small, snippets of time. Cool. And where do you want the spiritual weapon? You can just click on it, and what I'll do is I'll just draw the symbol. So if you click and hold your mouse, it'll draw a circle for everyone to see. And you can move the spiritual weapon each turn. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
It's kind of the wrong. Well, it's hard to see. It's gray, but it's right there. I'll have to change the color next time. Actually, want to do that.
Cool.
I'll just put a different color up.
Okay, while I was doing that, Lady R, which one were you trying to hit with your Sacred Flame?
She said I can help Sparrow take out her enemy at the end of her original plan.
Right here?
So I would assume that one
Yeah, that
by
guy.
her text.
Okay. And so on your character sheet, there should be a place to roll for spiritual weapon.
It's a Dex saving throw with her spell save DC.
Yep. So there's a little die under the hit DC. If you click that, it'll roll.
Well, no, you have, the enemy has Dex 13, so the enemy has to roll for a save.
On spiritual weapon?
I thought we were doing Sacred Flame. I'm sorry.
Oh. Yes, so that one misses, unfortunately, but it's still up. So it will stay up as long as you... Let's see, is this concentration? I don't see it on here, but it will stay up for 1 minute, so about 10 turns. So it'll be up for as long as you need it during this combat, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
They saved on the DC 13 Dex save.
Oh, that was the sacred flame, though, right?
Yep.
I thought it was the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon was the 12 down below.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah. Let me do that. No. So it would be the two radiant. If we're doing that one, yeah. Roll 20 is acting up.
Yeah, the thing about casting spiritual weapon is it doesn't. There's no like action or bonus action to actually make it attack the very first round. It just automatically attacks, and then after that, it's a bonus action to attack with it. So it's like a free attack once you cast it, and then she still gets the cantrip to attack as well. So nice little combination.
So let's see. Next turn, Duragar. And he's not happy, but he's facing Nico. He's going to attack Nico. And this one is at disadvantage. So 2 rolls. Oh, actually it did it. So it's a 21 is the lowest one. For 8 damage.
Okay.
And ignore the second roll. I mean, I don't know why it rolled advantage on some and not others. And it's Bert's turn.
All right, probably won't hit any of them, but I'm going to do Word of Radiance. So all 3 of the ones around me have to do a Con 14 save. I know they have good Constitution, so. Oh,
2 of them.
all right.
So which one do you want to start with, and then we'll just go clockwise.
I just start with the left, and then clockwise around that.
Okay.
So they take the 2 that I hit, take 3 radiant damage each.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Does radiant damage seem to do more to them, or does it's the same?
It's the same, but one of them dropped.
Oh, hey, got one. Good job, Bert.
He's the one that was wobbly. But yeah, he went down.
Sweet.
All right. Nico?
Hey, I'll use the rapier first. Ugh. Oh, 17.
Oh. And you don't even have to worry about the dagger on that one. Okay.
Oh, nice. Well, so since I'm not doing a second attack, can I move a little bit?
Oh, you can move, yes.
I will go right here.
Well, you can still do your offhand attack if you move up to an enemy.
Yeah, you can do that one, probably.
Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know you could do a second one and move. I thought I had
That's
to.
what I.
And you do have the movement to get around to a flanking on the opposite side of him to get that advantage.
Oh, true. You have enough there.
Gosh, I'm learning so much with him. Okay, thank you, Vert. Ah, okay. And let's roll this sucker. Okay, and should I roll it again then?
Yeah, and we'll just take this damage if it hits.
Ooh.
Yes.
22
Wow.
on the
I
second
hit.
roll.
And there's a way to turn on advantage, though. He was actually pretty healthy, this one. Okay. And next is the Durgar. Oh, that Durgar. And he's going to go after Vert. And critical miss.
Wow.
I
Kind
didn't move. It just looks past my face.
of, kind of frightened, I guess. So, Scotty.
How far am I able to move without losing my turn?
So you can move 6 spaces. So you
So I
have enough to
go-
get here
Right.
or here,
Yeah,
and they'll each give you advantage on your attack.
I want to go right here.
Okay.
And then let me do my long sword like that, I believe.
Yeah, roll it one more time.
Okay.
Okay, so it missed.
No. Am I able to do anything else or no?
I don't think you can at your level fighter, but
All right.
Okay.
Sparrow.
Let's try a rapier attack.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, you hit.
Oh yeah, that is okay. Yay!
Nice.
And I seen it pop up a 3. I guess that's your additional. And then we'll go in with a dagger.
And that will miss.
Okay.
But he's also kind of wobbly. He's not. He's bleeding out and barely standing up.
Okay. And that'll end my turn.
Malice.
Okay, I'm just gonna step over in front of this guy and hit him with my battle axe.
And you would have had advantage if you stayed.
Oh, really?
Flanking.
Then I'll stay. See, I don't know how that always works.
Roll one more.
14 on the first roll with advantage. It's even worse. So 14, I probably missed.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay.
Smash things.
He doesn't like you. But let's see what he does. Nothing, because he's rolling really badly. Oh, sorry, I jumped over somebody. Let me go down the list again. So Lady R.
Get him, Lady R.
There's this guy right here. He's kind of the guy in front of you looks like he's about to fall.
Yeah, so Lady R, you can use your bonus action to attack with your spiritual weapon, and then you have your action to do whatever you want to do.
Oh.
So if you want to roll spiritual weapon first, that might be the easiest.
Yeah, Lady R, just roll your attack.
On the spiritual weapon spell. And that one didn't work, but you can do something else with your action. Okay, 13 dex. Oh, unfortunately, he does save that one. I think that's an all or nothing, right?
Yeah, this is a cantrip, so it pretty much hits or misses.
Okay. And then
Excuse me.
the next guy's turn. I think he went down. Yeah, that was down. So Vert, it's your turn.
All right, I'll step up between the two of them and kind of kick this body to the side a little bit, trying not to get anything on my feet. And I am going to use which one's looking more healthiest, the top one or the north or the south one?
At the top is the healthiest, and the one at the bottom looks like he's ready to fall down.
All right, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on the north one.
Okay.
Ew. All right, well, I missed.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Nico.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go for another shot on this guy.
You got advantage.
Now-
Is there an option when you try to roll to say advantage or normal? It might give you a pop-up box.
Oh, let me see.
Are you using your Roll20 or your D&D Beyond?
I'm using my D&D Beyond. I'm sorry, I just clicked it to see what would happen
Oh,
to try to pull that up.
But you hit.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, roll again to see if it's a crit once you just killed him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And if you right-click on the attack, I believe it gives you the option for advantage, disadvantage, all that in D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, no, wait, that's make cop. It says open image, save image, copy image.
Oh.
Let me see if I can do a right-click on something else.
Well, so when I roll the dice, I get a little pop-up box. Maybe there's an option.
I get it on, like, on other things, but not on the attacks.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Well, should I attack again or should I not? With
So the
my
rapier
dagger.
hit. Yeah, the rapier hit. But if you want to do the dagger,
Okay.
oh yeah, that hit.
That hit.
For 6. So no sneak on the second.
You can also roll again for the dagger to see if you get crit.
Oh yeah. So yeah, click it again.
Nice.
Okay. So it's the. Yeah, he's looking bloody as well. Just put a little red dot on him.
Some holes in him.
I'm going to test something really quick. Let's see. So when I click, it gives me an option to. So that's what happens when I rolled it. And I think it's just an option on your D&D Beyond character sheet. I can look to see if there's a way to turn that on. But
I'll try to look for it and see if I can fix it.
oh, and I also gave you a crit when you didn't need one. Sorry. So that's not the Duragar. Oh, you're standing on the dead Duragar. Okay. And then the live Duragar has options. And Scotty, you are getting attacked. For 21. I think that hits for. Oh, actually, no, it's a 20 because he's at disadvantage. But it probably hits, so it's a 5.
So 5 damage.
But you didn't take the 8 earlier, so he should be relatively healthy. And then his next thing, he doesn't know what's going on. Well, you can hit him back if you want.
Yeah.
And if you move down one first, you actually would get advantage.
All right. Did I do the hit point correctly?
Let me check. Oh no, but let me fix it.
All right. And then, so I'm gonna go down right here. And then I'm going to do this. Oh,
That hits, but roll again.
Yeah,
Just to see if you got a crit.
nice job.
So you can just click on one of the longsword attacks and it'll give you the damage. If you like click on the word longsword. And that was,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to roll dice.
that's
I was
okay.
trying to fix my thing.
Were you wielding the longsword with one or two hands?
One hand because I have a shield, I believe.
But
Everybody's got shields.
yeah, he's down though. So that was good. Sparrow, there's only one guy left. He's way up here.
Okay. Shannara recommends that we try to incapacitate one of the guys, so like non-lethal hit, and try to talk to them to get information of what's in the mausoleum, or
Okay.
Yeah,
if
as
they're
long
the
as you're
ones
not
that took the bones.
as long as you're not casting a spell aside from sleep, you can do non-lethal damage.
Okay, so
weapon-
let's see. Come up here.
because it's hard to do non-lethal disintegrate.
Yeah.
True. All right, and
Or-
then I will attack with the rapier.
That hits.
Ooh, nice.
You can
I
roll
bet you
it
stuck it in one of the holes I popped
Actually-
earlier.
You don't need to worry since you're doing non-lethal, but you knock him out.
Okay,
Well done.
so I don't
That
have to
was
roll
awesome.
damage, right?
Here's the turnover.
Well, I think he's saying the 5 damage you did was enough to knock him out, even without it.
Oh yeah. That's all you
Gotcha.
needed to do.
Gotcha.
And so you've got this Duragar in the middle of the city park, and all these dead bodies around you.
And I can't talk to him because I don't speak Dwarven. Sorry.
I'll shackle him.
Yeah, shackle him. I think we search the bodies. I think we probably pull the bodies like back behind the mausoleum, including the guy that's restrained.
Okay.
Just get out of view a little bit so that we can figure out
You
what to do with them.
Pull them in. I mean, you're in the middle of a park with a little building like.
Oh, we could go in the mausoleum. Just pull them right in the.
Let's just go in.
There's even empty sarcophagi that we could throw the bodies in.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm just going to move.
That's perfect.
I'm going to try to grab everybody and do it once.
I'm going to stay outside a little bit longer and clean up the trail that they're leaving behind.
Yeah, it'd be a fun surprise to put the dead dwarfs in the empty coffin.
Arcane trickster, aren't you? What are you going to do while he's out before you wake him up? Besides,
He's already shackled, right?
yeah. Okay, so if you shackle him, that's good. So he does speak Dwarvish and he does speak Undercommon, and I just checked that Nico doesn't speak Undercommon, so it's Elvish for the Drow, not Undercommon. But still, so you got 2 dwarves who can talk to him.
I'm taking a nap on top of one of these
Freaking
coffins.
Millis.
And
Bit on the stairs
just
over
in
here.
case, let me double check something really quick. Okay. So, are you going to interrogate him then? Who's going to do the talking?
It'll have to be Millis or Freak.
I think I can do it because I'm very wise. I have a 15 for wisdom, and a 14 for intelligence. So I think I would be good at that.
And so, depending on what you're trying to do, intimidation or persuasion, it would be your charisma.
Wow, my charisma's not that good. Maybe I better let Malice do it.
Well, maybe what we can do is good cop, bad cop. You can start out, and then I'll come in as the heavy because I'm the intimidator.
All right. So.
Unless you want me to just start.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I think you could give him advantage if you want to do it that way. That might be a good way.
What's that?
If you have advantage on your.
Yep.
You got him like doing the knuckle thing, and you're like, "Oh, come on! You can tell me what's going on, right?"
Yeah, exactly.
But you can definitely tell these guys have a. Oh wow! These guys have the symbol of Xanathar, maybe tattooed somewhere. As you move them, you can tell. These are Xanathar thugs. Xanathar was the one spying on you when you were at Griga's. And he's like, we came here for the stone. You have the stone?
When Malice talks, I'm going to sharpen my dagger.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Jason come out and just kind of pet him in my hands.
I love that.
And Shannara, I think Scotty is the only one who took some damage. She took 5 points.
Well, I took a whole bunch of damage.
Oh, you did? Okay, I
Oh,
forgot
no.
about that.
Yeah, I'm down to 17 out of 31.
Okay, so yeah. And And Scotty has something called second wind, where he can get back up to a certain number. I think 10 maybe. Let's see, what's level are you? Maybe it's a little lower.
So Shannara is going to do cure wounds on Nico, so she just rolls that, right?
Yes, just the.
Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 4 HP.
Okay. Or you can also do a short rest. So there's something called hit dice, and Nico's down far enough. Cure wounds is probably a good idea. But if you decide to take a short rest somewhere, you can roll one of your hit dice, and that's what you get back. You can roll as many as you have that's unused, and then you regain half your full amount every long rest. So 16.
Yeah, she got 16 on her healing, so
Nice.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Nico will take 16 healing.
So if I do a second win, that gives me 4 HP, which puts me just shy of perfect, right?
Or you can also decide to do, because I think you cast how many spells? 2 spells or 1 spell? Besides the cantrips. Cantrips don't count, but you have a certain number of spell slots.
Not as a fighter though.
Oh, Shannara has.
Shannara, yeah.
So we keep accounting of everything. It's still early morning, just by the way, so you won't get any of those back. I think it's a long rest for a cleric.
Yeah, I believe so.
Which is overnight.
So Ed, did that get you back up to full?
Exactly.
Otherwise,
that was the total what I needed was 16, so that was amazing.
Because otherwise Malice has healing as well.
I have cure wounds as well.
So
that was a super heal.
I rolled an 11 for my second win.
Oh yeah, so you got everything back.
Okay.
So if so Shannara entered something on chat.
Yeah, she put, I think we need to be up front and ask this guy if he knows why the shady character is stalking us before he dies.
We're after that stone, like you are. You have the
Do we
stone,
know?
don't you? It's here,
Do-
isn't it?
I show him the key and say, "Do you recognize this key?" Oh wait, I can't say nothing. Never mind.
You can't say anything.
But
My bad.
I can point to Nico's key and say, "What is this key? Do you recognize it?"
No.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to ask about that.
So, so basically, yeah. So you've come into the mausoleum, found it robbed, and you were ambushed on your way out by a group looking for the stone. So he doesn't recognize the key, and he's looking very weak and looking down at his companions, and then kind of getting the stern face of like, this is not going well. So what do you want to do?
So-
Is there
so
anything
do
else?
we know if he's the one that took the bones out of the coffins?
So he thinks there's a stone here.
But the bones, like the skeletons,
Yeah. So
are they responsible for that or no?
you want to ask him that then?
I can't. I'll ask Melis to ask him.
Okay, I'll ask him if he knows who took out, who removed the bones, who else has been in here before us, because we think that the stone is gone. We didn't find it. We don't have it.
It's like, I don't know. Could be anybody. A lot of people are after that stone.
It wasn't another group of Xanathar thugs.
No, we were told to come here right after you left Rika's place. We heard that, we were told about the conversation you had. Remember, you had that little gazer above you.
Yeah.
Basically, like a modern or a D&D type drone, just kind of following you around. So you were probably observed the whole time you were talking to Griga.
I'll ask him if he knows, are we under constant surveillance from Xanathar? Is he watching us all the time? Does he have our housing unit tapped?
I don't know. I just know what I'm told to do. We just want the stone.
Everybody wants a stone.
Yeah.
So I'll look around the rest of the group. Anything else we want to get from this guy before we just end his suffering?
Did he kill the rat?
What?
Rats.
Because there's like a blood spot. So I thought maybe the rat got killed.
I don't think this guy's been in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's new,
I got
yeah.
you.
It was somebody else.
So here's the thing: if anybody, especially a paladin or cleric who's good, probably doesn't want to do anything they shouldn't to somebody in chains. So
I don't know. For a dark elf, I don't have any sympathy or pity or remorse about killing him.
I can send Jason over to bite him.
Oh, do that. He needs a little snack anyway.
I mean, yeah.
if you do that, the person is like, oh, he's got that look like, you guys, you're those guys. And if Jason does bite him, that's enough.
Okay.
Not, he was weak to begin with, so.
Gotcha.
So when we search their bodies to see if they have any notes or keys or anything on them worth valuable or informational.
Yeah, let me. You collect a total of about 10 silver, but there's nothing on them like a note or anything. You suspect when they're out gathering information, there's nothing incriminating on them. They just have some casual spending money is all. I'll round that up. Everyone can get two silver pieces.
2 silvers.
2 silvers.
I gotta add that somewhere.
And Shannara, on your Roll20 sheet, I've been updating your money along the way. So let me look at that. And I can show you later on how to update it. But it's right above your inventory. There are different slots. You've got 94 gold pieces right now, and you get 2 silver pieces. And that, if you look at what's on top of, there's a picture of a coin, different shapes, and it's a CP for copper, SP for silver, EP for electrum, GP for gold, and PP is the platinum piece. It's the most valuable. I think each one is worth 10 gold. But what I'll do, since I'm in here now, I'll just put the 2 in your character sheet, and that way you'll see where it is. There's a 2 there for silver and a 94 for gold pieces. So
where is that in Beyond D&D Beyond?
There is.
If you go under inventory,
Yeah, that's where I am, but I'm not seeing it.
at the very top right of that inventory box.
You click on the number of gold you have, or whatever amount's there, and it'll give you a pop-up box with all the different types of coins, and you can update it there.
All right, and you said so 2 silvers?
2 silvers.
Okay. So I have 128 gold and 2 silvers.
So what we'll do, so you have the key. What do you want to do before anything before you leave?
I don't think so.
I think he said he was going to search the bodies, right? Is it just 2 silver? It was the armor or anything?
Splint armor, shields, war picks, and you'll get you've got 4 javelins.
So who's carrying all that?
Well, I guess the question is, do we want to save all that stuff or just leave it? Because we definitely have space where we could, start a little weapons room, supply room, something. I just don't know that we're ever needing any of that stuff, but we could grab it and sell it or trade it.
True.
I'm pretty sure the dwarfs could carry all that stuff back.
If you use heavy armor, splint armor is, I believe, the second best heavy armor. It's just normal armor. So it's dwarf
Might as well
size.
start an armory. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll have to hire some henchmen someday.
Yeah.
Oh, come grab something from the storeroom. I got 3 henchmen in 2 suits of splint armor. Oops.
Well, we might guard someday. Or bouncers.
Yeah.
And so splint armor, did they have shields as well?
Yep. Splint, shields, war picks, and javelins. Let me see how many javelins.
I'll be right back.
Oh, we lost Scotty.
Oh. I think he was having issues too.
I say we throw their dead bodies in the empty casket because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, I think so too. Because we don't want
Stack them up
evidence.
on their shoulders.
Yeah.
I got totem pole of them.
Someone's going to come in and say, "That's not Uncle Steve."
So Bert will come into the mausoleum from outside asking, okay, so when are we turning this guy into the authorities?
Just fell over dead. We didn't get everything we wanted out of him.
He's got some teeth marks somewhere around here. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally noticed that.
A little blood and a little bit of poison, you know. Okay. So are you taking your loot back to your?
Yeah, I think we'll strip these guys and just take all that stuff back.
Okay.
And find a place to stash it. You know, if we can't use
Did
it,
we
can
wanna-
trade it or
Did
whatever.
we want to look to see if any of the other tombs match the key symbol?
Yeah,
Just
I
as we're
think
walking out.
before we leave the mausoleum, we need to do what I feel like we're missing something.
Well, we could take the key to a locksmith too, and maybe get some information too, right?
Yep.
So anyone who's somewhat familiar with city life can roll a history check.
Hey, can you say that again, Chris?
Anyone who might be familiar with the city can just roll a history check.
Be Melis and Freak, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Vert might be. I don't know if he's from the city or not.
I am not.
Ooh,
That's either.
I got a 14.
Nice.
So you do know that's enough that there is a few places that would understand something like this. The Metal House of Wonders. It's then there's the Guild Hall of Splendid Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths. So it's kind of like, you know, the local union
Yeah.
would know that they're in the dock ward. But you could probably take it to any locksmith and say, are you familiar with this?
I'd say we start with the guild first, and then if nothing, we go to the other option.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Elementals.
And so, which one do you want to? So, if you're dropping off armor, the elementals are closest.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
And they're our friends.
And let me.
We were supposed to tell the water genasi about the Zelipharn, aren't we? Anyway, or does he already? He's already friends with him.
Yeah, if you haven't already
Can't
spoken to
remember.
him, you can tell him right then and there while you're there.
Okay.
But yeah, the water genasi's like, don't recognize it, and then the fire genasi's like, you fool! We've seen this a lot. Because one rolled low, one rolled high. But so like
Wow.
a couple, they're like kind of like making fun of it. But yeah, I recognize this. There is a dwarven locksmith down in the trades wards. The name is Elispra Omar. I will put that in the chat. Oops. So in the Roll20 chat. So it's why the dwarves had a little bit of a better time understanding what the key was. It's a dwarven type of symbol, like a household symbol, but it's probably the symbol they use for the over the door or whatever. But
It's a symbol used for what?
it's the handiwork. It's like it wasn't And the fire genasi will tell you, this is just a mark of the craftsman who made the key. You'll need to ask that craftsman what it's for. They might know. They might have a way of understanding what this key is for, but it's kind of the stamp that person put on it, so you know who to go to if you find it. And if you like the craftsmanship, you can go back, because now you've got a little symbol you can look and see, oh, look, there it is right there. Let me go to them. So like if anyone with plate armor, you've probably got a symbol somewhere on your plate armor. It's the mark of the armorer who crafted your armor. And then that way, if the armor is bad and someone says, look at this cruddy armor, and like, yeah, I know who did that. He's famous for that work. But yeah, so this is a fine handiwork though. It is a key made by a dwarf locksmith in the Third Age.
And can they tell us where to find Alaspera?
Oh yeah, they'll give you the directions. So let me change the screen so everybody can see what we're doing.
Cool. Yeah, I think we can go find Alaspera.
I want to also compliment them on the fine workmanship of the shackles they made me. They've come in handy many times.
Thank you very much. Troubling to know that you know that already, but yes. Oh, Lady R is joining back. Let me see if I can get her back onto the screen. Hi, Lady R. Oh, and Scotty too.
Oh, good timing.
Wow.
Sweet.
Welcome back.
I don't.
Everybody wants to go to this new district.
My
I am going to
router
try to give StreamYard one more time.
You sound awesome, though. I can hear you loud and clear.
My router light is white, but
Okay.
it says I don't have internet, so I'm actually doing my personal hotspot.
Ah, okay.
Huh.
Well, for your new house, make sure you get it in a place
Nice.
with good internet.
Indeed.
So you went from the City of the Dead down here, brought the armor back to your storage area, and then went right back down to the trade swords down here. So you're taking a tour of the city. I'm going to say that as you're walking down here, it starts to pour rain. You're in a rainstorm, so
Of
it is
course.
springtime, and it's springtime on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't complain. I love the rain.
Using Mage Hand to keep the rain off my head.
I'll put my hood up so Jason don't get wet.
Also hides him from on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to look out for Jason.
that's right.
Yeah. And you're a ranger druid? Or just,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah, Ranger Druid.
So there, you definitely don't have that Zentarum look of black armor, black gloves, black, you've got the, more,
Green and earth
traipsing
tones.
through the woods with the green and the brown and the. It's like, that doesn't look right. Something wrong with the picture. I don't know what it is yet. But so if you're going to Alaska, are you walking into their shop?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So you walk in, and what you would see in a typical locksmith, different types of locks on maybe workbenches, maybe some keys, sample keys, kind of hanging up, that they can come and work it, and some finer tools. Some of them are similar to a blacksmith, but they're smaller, or they might look like stamps that they use to hammer into, and then some sort of a grinding wheel and things like that. So something that you would see in a medieval type of locksmith. Ellis Bra is there, sees, these two young dwarves walk in with the group. Customers, very happy to see you. In Dwarvish. Oh, sorry. Very happy to see you in Common. So started in Dwarvish, went back to Common, but gotta be polite,
I'll give him a greeting in Dwarfish, and then Nico, do you have that key?
I do have that key.
And before you do anything, so Nico, I think you would always make a perception check, especially in a locksmith. But if you want to make a perception check, real quick.
Now, it says that I have disadvantage right now.
Oh,
You know how I was trying to get the advantage and stuff to work? It's on my persuasion. It says disadvantage all the time.
it probably has a little drop down box. You can check that to see if it'll change it when you roll. It doesn't?
Oh, it does. Normal roll.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Perception. So you're looking around and you notice, like, it looks like there's some like craft work being done in addition to making keys, and they are like little harps. And the symbol of the harp you recognize as the harper symbol, but they all kind of look like they're not like official, but kind of like a fan might do. Like, I'm going to make a big, big harp, or like an ornamental harp or something. You figure a harper would have something very specific, very on trademark, versus this is kind of like very ornamental, but very close to the symbol the harpers would have. You see it in a number of little places, like in some of the workplaces, but it stands out to you as something a little different.
Perhaps we should take note of these differences, and maybe one of us should acquire one. Maybe we could take it back with us and study it further, see if there's any connections to all these other happenings that we've been having based on this symbol.
Yeah. And Alaspera, and I'm going to just say that it's a female dwarf based on the name, I'm going to guess. So she's going to say, hey, what can I do for you as you walk in? And I'm assuming Nico's saying, hey, look at this. Harpers. Just so everybody knows, it's not just in your...
Gotcha. Okay. We were wondering if you know the smith that made this beautiful key.
Well, that's one of my pieces. Let me look. Why are you looking for this people else?
Do you guys want me to keep talking, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, we were asked to go out to someone's family, not mortuary,
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum, thank you.
Mausoleum.
And it was broke into, and this was left behind. And we're trying to investigate who broke it, who the grave robbers were for our client. This is the only evidence or clue that we have.
You're telling me a lot of detail right now. Is there a reason why you're telling me all this detail about why you're looking? Is there something I should know?
Just told you everything. We're investigating this thing, and we were wondering if they could help us identify.
So who do you work for?
Would have?
Who do you work for? Why should I just help anybody find something?
Well, we actually were hired by Bolo. If that's a name that's familiar to you, you could say that we work for him. And if you need more details, you probably can't share.
Yeah. So she's kind of looking puzzled now. It's like, why Volo? I thought, why would he hire you? This is a little strange. She's kind of, doing something here at her collar, and
So, I'm going to say, look, we just need this information. If you could just tell it to us, and then I'm going to subtle spell command and use the word reveal. And so
good move.
A wisdom 14 saving throw.
Wisdom 14. Oh, my internet is slow.
Nice hurt. That's awesome.
I don't have it there. So let me do this then. What was the DC?
A wisdom 14.
14. So sounds like Harper business. So
Did
let me.
did they roll that with advantage?
No.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I rolled it twice, didn't I? Like always. Yeah, let's just continue through that one. Just say, yeah, it sounds like Harper business. Is it?
It could be. We are indeed associated with the Harpers. At least peripherally.
So you can roll a persuasion check, Noah?
Yep. Hang on just a sec.
That wouldn't be deception.
Oh,
No,
yes.
because
It doesn't matter. It's the same roll.
yeah, same thing.
With a 20, yeah, the deception or persuasion works. But yeah, deception would have been the one, but that works too. But yeah, so you take it that she's a fan of Harper's, but she's probably not one herself. She's just very intrigued by this "I'm helping," thing. But I think Xana Dudu or Melis. So being another dwarf's like, okay, you're more convincing. Yeah, this key belongs to, and she's gonna start looking through some papers she has in a box behind a workbench. So she sees something she recognizes, and this is let me see. Yes, I sold this key to a man named Volkar Kibbins. And are you familiar in the Southern Ward? There is this very old windmill. It was here before the city was built. It's falling down. It's filled with squatters, basically. A lot of homeless people break in and live there. And it is that is where Volkar lives. He told me that he wanted to make sure that he had his own. That's not the one. I'm trying to copy the name. Love these interesting D&D names.
Yeah.
It's now in chat. Volkar Kibbins. Yeah, he wanted to make sure his apartment was very secure. So he wanted a new lock, and this is the key to that lock.
Well, that's a given, especially if you're in a shady neighborhood. I wouldn't blame him. Yeah. And he has excellent taste based on the craftsmanship.
So he had a couple of these made, but so he's definitely missing one of those keys.
Yes, he is.
Sorry, did we catch what these were built for?
What's that?
Did we catch the location of where these keys go to?
So it is in.
It was an abandoned windmill, wasn't it?
Yep, there's an abandoned windmill down in the Southern Ward, and by the description, it stands out like a sore thumb in the Southern Ward. Anybody will tell you where it is. It's the place nobody wants to go if they're of good standing. It wouldn't be caught dead near the place. But it's probably like the southernmost part of the Southern Ward.
Okay.
And you are right here in the trade wards.
Yep, not far. Okay. So
it's raining. If you want to, what do you want to do next?
Well, I believe
Can
that we
I
should be
ask-
thanking this. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
I was wondering if I could also ask to have something made for me.
Absolutely.
Oh, very nice. Building rapport. I love it.
I would like to have a leather press made with the letter N on it. So when I do leather work, I can press the N in there to show my craftsman's work or, logo.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's an embosser, basically. Sure, yes. And this sounds like Harper business. I will give you a discount of 1 gold piece.
That'd be wonderful. When would you like me to come by and pick it up?
How about tomorrow? End of day tomorrow, I should have it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
I know it must be important.
And I believe we should also be a little extra generous and thank her for her cooperation and information, and perhaps indulge in a little bit more penance than the 1 gold piece. So I will be able to offer 2 gold pieces to her as well in addition.
Thank you. This must be a worthy cause.
I was going to do that, but that's cool.
I got you covered, Mellis. I got you covered.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have organized the shop.
Oh, no. I know where everything is.
Clean up some clutter.
Fine.
Not anymore.
Like every craftsman, this one goes here, this one goes here. I don't even have to look. I can reach and find it.
Yeah, that's wrong. And I put it back the way I put it.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
Let's head to the southern ward to the windmill.
Yep.
Did you
Thank
guys
you
find
for
the
your
stone
time.
while I was gone?
Oh, sorry.
Did you find the stone while I was
Sounds like a
gone?
plan to me.
Oh.
No. We found the person that left the key in the mausoleum, though. We're
No,
getting ready
not
to
yet.
go see them.
Yeah, we got to go visit a windmill.
So if you approach the windmill, I mean, you can see graffiti, at ground level. It's a few floors high, definitely falling apart. The door is ajar. You can tell it's not locked.
I think we should go in.
Yep.
Okay.
But not me first.
Be sure to watch your step, everyone.
As soon as you say we should go in, Bert starts walking forward.
Okay. So I'm just going to place you all inside. So you are at an entryway. All the doors look very well worn.
Which one of the doors was the entrance?
So you came in through this door here. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There's a door across the hall right here, but it's very well worn. There's one down to south of you that's well worn. There's stairs up here going up in the windmill.
All right.
It looks like there's a little corner down to the south.
As soon as I would have come in the door, I would have turned left and gone north and walked around the northern wall just to see what's up there.
So,
My screen is black again.
yeah, let me fix that. I had set up a couple of these ahead of time.
I'd like to listen at this door.
It's kind of ajar. You hear snoring inside.
Uh-oh.
Can I see anything
If you
without
keep
moving the
open,
door? Yeah.
all of these doors are like barely on their hinges. They're definitely not locked. You can kind of peek in, but you see. Actually, let me just open it up for you.
Can we send the bird in?
How awesome would it be to, how awesome would it be to wake up to a crow flying around?
Yeah.
Really?
There's kind of a homeless person just kind of laying there. Definitely not somebody who could have afforded to buy an intricate key.
Okay.
But
We'll
you know, it's
just
just
let
you think
sleeping
it is
dogs
clutter.
fly.
Yeah.
Is it a door right here?
Let me see. I didn't put them on. It'll come in full size. So if you come up here, everyone can see there's a door down here. It's also kind of just on its hinges.
Is there one where I am?
So that one's open. There's one to the south.
Down there too.
Yeah, they're in a condition where if there was a lock and it's all rusty and kind of, you know, you can tell it doesn't
This
work.
one that's opened, can we peek in there?
Yeah, so this is the one that Sparrow looked in and saw this kind of sleeping homeless person.
Oh, so we already went there.
Yeah, the one to the south we haven't checked though. Straight down.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, right there.
Are you gonna open it or do something else?
I'll open it. Ooh.
So more homeless people just kind of lounging around, looking at you as you open the door.
Sorry to interrupt.
How many people are in there?
4.
Do we want to ask them if they know where we can find Volcar?
Ooh.
Yeah. I say we just walk in here and get some answers.
Yeah.
And if you offer them some money or food or whatever we might have, we might be able to get some good answers.
Ah, great idea.
All right, once you said we're going to walk in there and get some answers, Bert turns around and walks
Agreed.
back and walks in.
Nico has candy.
Yeah. But I don't like giving candy to the homeless.
Oh.
I'm kind of a jerk.
I go up to the
Sorry,
first
guys,
one,
I'm
ask him
trying to
who he
move
is.
my cursor, but it seems to have been frozen, and I'm seeing the rest of everyone else moving.
Oh,
Is there
let me
other?
see, I can move you down. Let me double check to make sure. Oh, I can't do it from here. I gotta do it from the other one.
If you don't bathe, you don't get candy.
What?
Come on,
Sound
man.
like my dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to move over on the map.
Yeah, let me check the sheet. There is something over here. You're not gonna see it. Never mind.
Yeah, and the map keeps freezing on me as well. I'm wondering if I should just try reloading it.
Well, it could be lag, and that happens a lot here. Also, make sure your icon is on the arrow over here. See where the arrow is? Because if you accidentally click like the magnifying glass or something else, it'll do something different. But if not, I can move you. I did have a lot of lag connecting from where I am and setting up the maps today, so their internet is slow where they are too.
All right, I approach the one closest door and ask him who he is.
I don't just give my name out to anybody. How do I know you're not after me?
I don't even know who you are.
So he kind of gives you some I'm Bill.
All right, Bill, who owns this place?
We all do. We all own it. It's everybody's.
All right, do any of you recognize this key? And I point to whoever's holding the key.
There's only one door with a lock on it here.
Where's that door?
What's it worth to you?
What is it worth to us? I look at the group.
A cookie.
silver apiece.
Oh,
I was going to pull out a couple.
Everybody in the room sits up straight. Silver. Upstairs, top floor. One guy in the corner says that before anybody else.
All right.
Right, can you
I'll
show
tell
us
him a
to it?
silver.
You want me to get up? You can't miss it. It's upstairs.
Are there any dangers in here we have to watch out for?
We wouldn't be here if there was.
All right, thank you.
Good point.
Yeah, don't tell the City Watch. They don't like us coming in here, but they don't like coming around anyway. So
I look at the group and go, was that what we needed to find out?
That was very well done.
So if so there's a flight of stairs up near the top.
Well
if you're going
done.
up, just let me know.
Yep, I think we just at this point head upstairs looking for the one locked door.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everyone and move you all as a group because that's the easiest way to do it. Let me kind of group you all together.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm missing somebody.
Freaks in the hallway.
Scotty, yeah.
the smell was getting to me.
So you come to the very top, and let me move the camera too. And change the view. So you are at the very top. This door is relatively new. It has a very, very new looking lock. It appears to be the same type of metal as the key. The other door is just like the ones you see below. So this is kind of the ratty looking door that you could probably just open. This one is very securely closed.
I think before we go for it, we should check the bad doors just to make sure there's nobody hiding in there before we go. Like, are there other people waiting to get in there as well?
If you open the doors on either side, you'll just see empty rooms.
Okay.
Agreed. We don't want to be ambushed.
But let me see. I can move all the locks. Or sorry, the doors. Just a sec.
Do we have a way to check to make sure the door's not like armed or booby trapped or anything?
You can investigate.
Well, I'd rather just knock on the door.
That's what I was thinking too.
The one down below where they with a very good lock.
Scott, I can search the door if I have to unlock it, but don't just knock first.
So
Knocking's the best way.
roll a perception check really quick.
What's that?
Since Nico is going down there, if you can roll a perception check.
Oh, just him.
Sheesh. I think I tripped on a loose board. I rolled a 1. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you're thinking of that leather press as you walk up. You're like, what was I trying to do again? And then you knock before you can think about it. At this point, you noticeably hear something happening. You hear something rattle, clack, and something's happening behind the door.
Should we still knock on it? Or did I knock on it?
Oh yeah,
You
you knocked.
already knocked on it.
Basically, you kind of get something happened after you knocked behind the door.
So
We need to get in there in case he's trying to escape out a window or something.
can I call out like in
Okay,
a
well-
haggard sounding voice, like, can you spare some change, sir? Like that way he thinks maybe it's just a homeless person
Oh.
beating on the
As
door.
soon
I mean,
as-
that wouldn't be uncommon,
Agreed.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lull him
It's
into a false state of convincing to open the door.
Is there a peephole for him to look through?
You can't see all the way through, but if you asked, that you wanted somebody to say, how many times do I tell you we don't bother you if you stay on your floor?
Has anyone tried the key yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I was going to wait till
Not
the
yet.
sound stopped.
Yeah, who needs to do a lockpick check or breaking down the door? You got it.
Oh, got a key.
Can we send the
Okay,
snake
well.
under the door to see what's going on in there?
Ooh, good idea.
It does
So
seem
I
very-
can't see through Jason, but I can talk to him because I have speak with animals.
Oh,
Right. So you can say, "Here,
Yeah.
slithery snake, go in there and tell me what the hell's going on."
yeah,
So
there's
long
not-
as
not
he
enough
can fit
room.
under the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like it was very well made to kind of keep
Okay.
people from
I
interrupting.
say we just put the key in and charge forth.
Yep.
All right.
Well, can I try to listen to see if they're still standing at the door? Like if there's still motion behind the door? As soon as,
Now you don't hear any other motion.
okay. So I'm
Mhm.
going to go like this to the group, holding the key for everybody to get ready. 1, 2, and then I'm going to put it in on 3 and twist.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Are we there yet?
Twist.
And push.
All right. Does a 17 hit?
Oh,
I'm sure it does.
oh, a trap.
Yes.
So
I
you
do have
hit your
alert.
head with a shovel as the door pops open. So
I
uh,
can't be surprised though.
no, you're
that
not
help?
surprised, but basically it was like a held action.
Yeah, I got you.
Three points of damage. But let me open the door now.
Got a slight nosebleeds all.
Okay, I'll kind of fall backwards and let you guys take it.
Ouch.
Can we send the crow in?
It's not easy being the rogue.
You know what? We can. This might be very quick, but we'll do the turn order thing.
Okay.
So if everyone wants to roll initiative, so select your token first and then roll initiative. And let's see, I got
Wow.
things going on. Oh, my.
Oh no.
Not awesome.
I never get a good darn score.
Come on, Nico, make your mind.
Wait, what
Hey,
happened?
Scotty, what is your dexterity?
What did I do? My dexterity is 11.
Lagging.
He actually rolled twice by mistake. He rolled a 6
okay.
to begin with, so
Got it.
Whoops, Nico just left a message. How do I get off? I still sent it.
it's fine.
I was trying to delete that.
Cute little kitty paws.
They are in, so. Lady R, you're having issues still, or do you want me to roll?
No,
I
I was
see.
able to roll initiative and I have a 19.
Oh. Okay. I don't think it selected your character, so you should see it looking like this before you roll. But I will roll an update if,
Okay.
or if you want to click. Actually, no, I need to do it that way. Let me do it this way. So I'll roll it and then just replace it with a 19, whatever you get.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It was just lagging.
Oh, and
From?
roll 20 is notorious for that. I think it's just because everybody has been using it since lockdown. But it looks like I got a
I've got a
19.
quick question.
Mhm.
What does the 12 mean in her little blue circle? Because I've got a 15 in my blue circle.
Oh, it's your armor class?
Well, my armor class should be 14, I think.
Oh. We can change that. Unless your dex went up. If your dex went up, it may have gone up because you leveled up.
Oh, okay.
if you add it to your dexterity.
Gotcha.
But you are first, and let's just say this is the guy who hit you with the shovel. And these look like, they're not really adventurous types. So actually, let me move the camera down so everyone can see what's in the room.
No.
So camera is in the room.
Okay, so do you want me to go first, or who goes first?
Yes, you can go first. And you
Okay.
can take any action, but they look very, very much like non-adventurous types.
Okay. I'm going to hold my nose and walk in between them and say, "What the bloody hell?" And that's all I'm going to do.
You want to roll an intimidation check or anything like that?
Oh, sure. Oh, that'll be fun.
If they don't look dangerous per se, would we be better off restraining them?
Well, I just want to talk to them.
Right.
I'm wondering, once it comes across with my turn, I should use a telepathic move.
True. They both kind of put their hands up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. We didn't know who you were. We thought you were one of those vagrants downstairs. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Because there's a lot of you that are heavily armed, and some of you are in plate mail, kanaras and chain mail. You got leather and other types of armor and lots of big weapons. And they're like, they got shovels. They were picking up their shovels. Like, yeah, these guys, we're going to show them when they come into our room. But yeah, you got them. What are you doing? What can we do to make you move on?
I'm going to go all the way behind, so that way more of us can fit in this room.
Yeah. We're looking for Kibbins. Volcar Kibbins.
And they look at each other. This guy over on the right points to the other guy, and the other guy says, "What are you?" Yeah, it's me.
Of course.
Hey, look, this, whatever it is, we just work for the guy, okay? We're not trying to do anyone any harm. We just do what we're told. He gives us, he compensates us for what we do for him.
Where is he?
It's he kind of lives outside of town. He lives in a cellar. He's got a place. I mean, they'll show you on a map. It's like, his name is Losser Merklov. He has a couple of apprentices, and they want us to take their bones. That's what you're after, right? Did we take your family's bones? Is that the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem.
we want them back now. And I'm going to poke him a little bit, like that.
So Losser Miklov, I put it in
A little bit of
chat.
intimidation. Okay.
Yeah. It's over in the trade ward, so he kind of points to the north, basically in the direction where the locksmith was. And it's the same ward as the locksmith. There is one of his apprentices, Retchin, funny name, right? Has a wig shop.
Someone hated their child.
Yeah.
A wig shop? That's perfect. I'm a bald dwarf.
So Retchin's powdered wig shop, which it's called Dandy Mops. Dandy Mops.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Matt Mercer wrote this thing for sure, or at least participated in it. But no, this is cool. So yeah, Losser, he's been stealing bones from the city of the dead. He wants to create this army of skeletons, and we just bring the bones. We don't know what he does with them afterwards.
Should we ask him about the stone if he knows anything about it?
So when we went in there, this rat was running with this very ornate stone, and Losser stepped on it.
That's why the blood was there.
Yeah, we didn't do it. He did. He did it.
What happened to the stone?
Losser said it was magical and he would take care of it.
Yeah.
When was this?
Just last night.
Poke him again.
No, stop for telling you we're talking. Please don't. Thank you for not ruining our door. We still have to live here, You're not going to take us, are you?
Is Losser dangerous?
Well, he's smaller than you two, and he points to Mellis and Freak. He's smaller than you guys and thinner.
Damn.
And he kind of describes a halfling. He kind of puts his hand in, so he's talking about a halfling. But he has this magic he does on dead things.
Pointy ears or round?
What's that?
Pointy ears or round ears?
Well, he describes a halfling, probably more round ears than pointy.
Okay.
But it's a halfling he's describing. And he'll even say, yeah, he's a halfling. He's a halfling.
I think we got our information.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab him and throw him down, and I say we march out. Lock the door behind us.
No.
I'm keeping the key. Does that work for everybody else?
The key is his property, so legally it should be his, correct?
No, we may have to come back if he lied.
True.
I
What?
agree.
No,
I think it needs to be returned to its rightful owner. That is true.
All right.
Finders keepers.
If it turns out this is correct, we'll give it back to him. But right now, I'm working on making him mad.
I like it.
That seems reasonable.
Scared.
Sounds good.
I'll say thank you all for the information and follow everyone else up.
So at this point, it is late afternoon. What do you want to do next?
Go get the
I
damn
think we
stone.
run.
You're going straight to this cellar?
Losser.
I think we should double time it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump on Nico's shoulder so we can move faster.
I'm like a little bitty. You probably weigh more than me.
So, does anyone know if would this be like a necromancer? If he's able to animate skeletons, or is this just something wizards can do?
I think with your favored enemy being undead, yeah, you would know that this would be a necromancer.
Okay. Does everybody have their spell slots?
And
Yeah, definitely the work of some sort of sorcerer.
necromancers are a type of wizard, so it fits
Okay.
right in.
And just so I think it's kind of late, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set up for next week while everyone is here. Let me see if I can find where you guys go in. But what I'll do is I'll set you up there. We just need to remember. Actually, I will type it in chat. So next session we'll actually be gone for 2 weeks. We'll start in the cellar complex in early evening. And so you get to the wig shop, and I guess we'll call it there. So you get to the wig shop, it's closed. It just closed, and we'll start from there.
Okay.
But no, it's been a great game. We actually went through several parts of the campaign, so we did several sessions in one night, which is kind of good.
Yeah.
So we can get to the end game pretty quick, probably before the end of summer.
Very nice.
Yeah, we made a lot of progress tonight. It feels like.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
I think so too.
And I like some of these guys. And actually, let me see before we go. I'm going to see if I can find the picture. So let me do that. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up and remember where we left off.
Right.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's hard to take that break for a week or two.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
I
So
struggled with a week, let alone 2.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
going
have to rewatch this episode.
Yeah. So what I'll do is let me see if I can find, for those of you who are interested on the stream, and then remind me next time. I'll set it up so it's a handout. But anyone on stream next time, if they want to see the picture I'm talking about with Matt Mercer at the Yawning Portal, I'll try to share it. But it is part of this adventure guide. But I'll put it on Discord for the team, so you guys will have it as soon as I can find it. And with that, thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you for everyone watching.
Very cool.
And thank you everyone, and everyone have a great 4th of July next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. It was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Later, everyone.
Right.